Hello and welcome back to Caldio 6 Plays. Today, we are playing some more Metroid Prime Hunters, and last time we played, we finished up the Celestial Archives, so that allows us to now come to Alienos with all 8 octals. However, I will do want to say something first, which is read all the transmissions or telepathic messages in order, since essentially it's been a while. Do not trust your senses, they deceive you. Lost we are all. End was upon us, though. The cannon holds the power. Our people are gone, yet we remain. The cancer tried. Alienos holds the key to ultimate power. Just in case, I wanted to go back over them, just partly because it had been a while. And the other reason, and more importantly, the last 4 aren't in can be attained in any order, so I didn't want to be like, okay, if they all come up differently, I wanted to at least grab them in order. Anyway, our location is the Alembic Cannon Control Room off the high ground. Funny, considering who we will have to fight, because this is a partially updated save. Not that I had to do anything to get the updated save, but there is only one hunter here on Albion, and we're about to come across. Oh. I'm going to do this. Where is he? I find it fitting, at least, though, to do it this way. For one reason and one reason. That Alienos, the enemy we come here fight here on Alienos, was Silos. Funny, because earlier in one of the earlier parts, when we came by to tour Alienos, his ship passed by. The ship for Silos passed by. Kind of fitting, our last encounter here would be the one guy we saw but never encountered. And that put a fair dent in that the regard. Yeah, I forgot that was there. Part of the reason I created the load point is I didn't want to lose an Oculus. I know. First, I should do the right thing and try and see if I can't sniff out any weapon energy. Something tells me I will not be. This is. This is Hunter. This is early Prime. With a lot of weapon loadout. But the big thing about Prime 1 and 2 was you had to use the weapon. Like, I find it funny though, easiest weapon to use against Silas is his own weapon. Okay. That done. Let's bring that back over. Severe time field disruption detected in the vicinity of the Olympic Cluster. Okay. And then we just. I assume this room will have Guardian. Oh. Something tells me the high ground will probably pass. That's just. I thought. Though I will be honest, I thought I would actually have to fight here. Apparently, I won't. What is something I would actually. Okay, how do I get back up there? Here. I had to come back this way, because I needed to find. I am not letting this game go on another day. Get over here. Sucker. Should have remembered the bounce pad there. Something tells me all the my reset attempt did not probably go according to plan. Yes. Yes. Makes you think I don't want to save the game. Scanning limbic blood. Directly in the path of the Celestial Archive is the Ubelet? And I just saw the hunter ship. So I no longer have the Octolith. So I don't have to worry about that front. But I'm pretty sure I'll have to fight out the I am not letting this this will be a long day. I do not want I'll be honest, and don't really want the game going on here then so game is alright. I'd rather get the game. Okay. I was thinking that right. Or yep. As the death toll rose, we crafted a plan. Rather than destroy Gorea, we would contain it in an interdimension. We transported Gorea to its prison, the Oubliette. Trapping Gorea was not enough. However, additional security measures were needed for so great a threat. No weapon could defeat Gorea. Forced open an alternative dimension with the Olympic cannon, and the Oubliette was sent into the Infinity Void was sealed shut, never to be reopened. And this is probably 3 because I didn't realize 3 or 5 were behind me. We lured Gorea into our trap. Seal sphere was deployed and creature ensnared. With Gorea sound, we had to act quickly. No weapon. Very much reminds me of later other game variant game. What is here that would require a morph track? I will take that, and because I'm not going back, I am not planning on going back. This will be my checkpoint. Save the area. Very health pool is very reminiscent of Hooch. I like the fact you can see into some of these. That's a good cut. No map. That would have been nice. That's just it. Nope, time to see what. Oh. Oh. Oh, the hunters are fighting. Or, I think the only hunter I'd never fought more than one. Oh. Oh, the hunter got killed. I have a feeling. Yeah. Oh yes, we'll do that. I don't want to have to rewatch that cutscene like 16 billion times. Hang on, but Silex died. Oh, I have to figure out. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Nope. Here's the best way to figure out that. I'm not. Nope. Which way? Which ones are which? Sorry. I know this is a walkthrough. I'm not there. Or a playthrough. I'd rather know. I'm not going to. Who's trying to figure this out? Okay. Apparently it might. I just have to remember which one to eat what. Oh no. Apparently I'm actually doing damage. Oh. Oh. What the? Okay. I do like this pink design, I would say that. Ow. Am there like a hazard on the field that I'm not knowing about? That might be it. Oh, come on. Okay. How How long does this go on for? Ugh. Coordinated attack BS? Okay, I'm gonna restart. There. I'm gonna damage it within, considering how good, shock was that. Uh, Oh, if I could get some energy, this would be nice. Acting. But apparently there's also a so the force field tank damage. Of course the shock coil hit. Oh, I'm even gonna love this. Of course these only give weapon ammo, not. Okay, reset. Oh, okay. Of course it doesn't tell me which ones are weak to which one. Like, everything's talking about the multiplayer, not single player. Okay, so there's my answer. Finally. Sorry about that. Like, nothing wants to tell me what the actual weapon. So, more so, color. Okay. There we go. The only attack I can't dodge. There we go. Okay. It'll stay this form, I assume, when it regains the arm. Oh, come on. Of course, this one is the weird weakness where it's a frickin' shit imperialist and not just... Seriously? When did I get hit by it? Oh, my health pickup. No! Ugh. Imperialist stuff in this situation. So. There we go. I decided to go really fast with it changes last round. I like the idea that the game even said there's no way to beat it. No weapon can defeat it except the weapon. And then it takes on weapons that can defeat it. So this just tells me I was supposed to, where were you last time? I did. Shock coil. I'll take that. What's my weapon ammo at? I'll take this. The best time is when it's battle hammer, or either battle hammer weakness or mag weakness. Come on. I'll take this. Ow. Okay. Round 2 is gonna be pain. It's my biggest thing here will be it's a Metroid game. I know it's gonna have a phase 2. My health is gonna hurt. How much damage did we do? It's just been me versus. Huh? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a phase 2. Credit. Is phase 2 a you got 100%? Boss-wise, once I finally figured out what to do, pretty simple. Otherwise, that's it. It hurt. I was actually expecting to have to go through the entirety of the final area fighting all the hunters, but then it's like, nope, they get absorbed. Which makes me beg a question. How does Silex return? End transmission. That felt fairly quick for a trip. Eight deaths. Gorea battle time incomplete. Hunters and Guardians defeated 63. 42%. Huh? Okay. Is phase 2 only if you beat the game 100? Oh, okay. Okay. So there is actually a second. That's why we're gonna load up this point, and I'm gonna go to the outside of the airport. Uh, that's not it. I assume it. Which one? Is it? Um. Okay. This fight. Uh. Oh. Oh. There's an order. Okay. At least shoot it. Did. Yeah. The final one, I should be able to. Translating telepathic intercept. Spectral sequence initiated. Photon avalanche approaching cascade threat. I'm gonna create this as my restore point now, since the background is updated. Ow. Apparently I did not need to go back. Ow. There we go. Oh, this guy. Once I figured out how to deal with him, he's not as bad, but a definite little. Essentially, he's color coded, which I think is weird, but you think, oh, don't use that weapon. But then it's like, oh, both other bosses at this time did that exact thing. So. Now. Remember how the first time I did this fight, it didn't want to give me that item? Apparently, collision detector though. I will debate the thing. I do not want driver. Um. There we go. Frick that. Now it's dead and the spectral cadence should be happened. Oh, you worked me? That's mean. Okay. Oh, give me back my actual aiming reticle. Gorea's defensive capability has increased dramatically. No weapons currently equipped in the power suit are capable of penetrating its armor. Intense gamma radiation has been detected on the lower floor. You obtained the Omega Cannon. The prescribed weapon of mass destruction was called an abomination by the Olympic elders because of the harm it could inflict on anyone desperate enough. Oh, Hank, right? Actually happy. Apparently, I just have to be at ballpark range. Up here. That's at least a thing. Oh! Oh, below me. God. And see, I have now. What is this weird? Fricker. No! Don't! Oh. You know, think back. Really is a ballpark weapon, ain't it? Ultimate weapon of the game. I'd rather use power bait. Shot coil was the best weapon in almost every app. Okay. Yep. There we go. Just trying to figure out where it went is the problem. Honestly, once you have it, not to worry too much. Mega cannon. Too powerful for anyone to use, except a random person in another race's power. Or weapon of mass destruction. Okay. Yeah. Samus in the Zero suit. Interesting. Oh, an inside shot of the Prime 1 ship. Interesting. There we go. Ugh. And with that, I'd never have to actually touch this game again unless I feel like really murder. Oh, I can officially say, wait a second. I can officially say, if I had to rank this in my list of Metroid games, it's probably in last. I would still probably say I'd play this before the original Metroid 1, but I might have to play the original Metroid 1 again, just to be safe. That is not a game I like playing either, so that might never actually happen. But, I mean, other than a couple issues with this game, for the last one. Sorry. This way. That way will be better. $7 hours. And that's about as... Okay. And Gorea battle time, 13 minutes. On an actual complete. Okay. 42%, 8 deaths, and 63 hunters and guardians defeated. Sorry about that. The bulk of that is Guardians. Especially there at the end, I was doing everything in my power to with the frickin' Hunter. Other than the certain issues just due to the fact that it was my first time, I'd say there are things I would like to see this game come back. Completely revamped. I'd like a little more exploration in the world on each area that you clear. Some of these bosses need to get retuned, completely overhauled. And some of these boss rooms also need to get completely overhauled. However, something tells me that this may or may not be a Prime 3 Leviathan. So, things might actively change for better or worse. Now, I did see the lights of all the hunters leave. So, for, I'll say all intensive purposes, I'll assume all hunters technically survive for the time being. Because I did question, well, it looks like they got impaled and killed. Because they did get yeeted. Brought up and then flung aside after Gorea took their power. Weapon. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. Yeah, there are things here that, because the reason I say I don't think it's the Leviathan, because none of these planets showed any form of any sign of phase whatsoever. There is no phase on it. However, one thing I will also bring up, Silux's ship does appear at the end of Prime 3. If you 100% it, which I did not. Some of those both Prime 2 and Prime 3 I'm more likely going to return to eventually. Especially once I have the ability to really use a Wii mode properly. I plan on going back to that. Prime 2, similarly, once I have the time and resources to, I will be going back to that. Try in 100%. At least item scans. As soon as I miss one, I'm not kidding. Now, granted, that might change if it goes to, if it goes the way of the Prime 1 remaster. And that will be a game I pick up. This one, though, I think is more important to just get a full route remake rather than a remake. What the remaster is. Because, especially on a controller, you're not going to get. Some people could say you could probably get it that way with gyro and analog stick, dual stick controls. I'd say remove the headshot gimmick. And weapons like the Imperialist just suck. Because of their weird rate of fire. That, honestly, during shot coil phase, for Gorea there, it was better to switch to the power beam. And that's the other thing. The power beam was just the best weapon in the game. Missiles, there's not too much recoil. The next best one, power beam with no charging. Surprisingly, this is a better Metroid 1 than Metroid OG Metroid NES. And I die on that hill. Like, this is a game you're using power beam. And you'd be able to get away. Except for the final boss. Yeah, unless you want pain, you're using the weapons. Except Imperial. It's like Prime 1, you're using everything for the most part except flame. Even in the final boss. Um, Inversely, I'd even say I mean, in Prime 2, I pretty much used that weapon because there is a what's the ultimate weapon? The Annihilate, if I remember correctly. I think it's the with it with the super missile combo being something. Which that one I could say maybe not, but no, no, Annihilator's a different game. Whatever the third beam was. uh, there was a phase during second phase of Emperor 8 that did require that beam. I think it's the Annihilator, but I think that might also be a different game series. Prime 3, I preferred using the. I'm a little more cautious with my energy tanks, so Prime 3 and just that mode in general because I'm a little more less likely to prioritize combat in Prime 3 anymore, or even on my first run because that was my first run. But the entirety of the final boss area, you're using hyper, and most people would only use hyper, maybe power, basic beam, weaponry. But that one similarly still has a larger. This one, you're never using Imperial. Most of the weapons here, you're never using. Charge beam is maybe an exception. Battle hammer. Now, granted, I did struggle a lot, and maybe if I used weapon, right weapon for the job, maybe. But I'm also like, some of these things just suck. Once I started getting used to them, I was okay with using them, but certain recoils, whatnot, just blew. Especially Imperialist. Judiciator was about the same way. I didn't really care for it. I did find that Judicator was also the better. I felt was the best option against the dude that did use Imperial. And really, Shot Coil was the best one. But yeah, I probably will not come back again unless saving to game. Saving to Wii U memory. Hopefully it never dies. But that is going to be it for today. For this massive 20-part playthrough. It was an hour long ending to this game. And I will say, yeah, no. I will honestly admit I would rather never. Unless So yeah, that is going to be it for today's uh part. Next playthrough, I have no idea. I'm thinking of starting back Pokemon and Scarlet Violet back up. Uh, Let me see. Do that. Violet again. To At this point, I'm just gonna finish uh, that game because I still have DLC to go through, and it's been a year, or a year or two since it came out. So I feel it's about time to actually get it because it's about time I got it done. So, anyways, that is going to be it. Uh, Shortly, I will mention that shortly, Xenoblade Saga is probably gonna go on a hiatus. It might not. I'm gonna try and finish that game soon, so I might not. But if it does go on hiatus, I do have a backup recording series for that, for days for that, uh, involving a number of things. But most importantly, I have uh Gundam Breaker 4 re- recorded. Feel like that might be a good game. That was a game I was kind of looking forward to this year. So out of and the only game other than maybe one or two others. So yeah. That being said, the next time we meet, I come back to Metroid. Well, with one exception, it will be well, with a couple of exceptions, will be Prime 4. Those exceptions will be eventually I'll finish the Prime Remastered Horde mode run. If Prime 2 Remastered it becomes a thing in the next month, I'll play that. I'll redo it. Actually, Prime 2 Remastered might as well be it. Prime 2 and Hunters, and just combine both multiplayer modes and give it online. I'd say that's the best option if you don't need a feel like Prime Hunters does not need a remake. Nope. Nope. uh, the only other two cases are if Prime Federation Force and Samus Returns somehow get switched for. That is unlikely. So a lot Prime 2 Remastered is the most likely, as well as the Prime Remastered hard mode run. But I do need time to come back to that one. Other than that, I think my next major. I find it funny. Most of the major games series I like are actually on hiatus. Pokemon does, other than the fact I haven't beaten Violet DLC. Pokemon isn't until next year. Metroid isn't until next year. Xeno is on hold for the moment with an unknown game in the works. Yeah. My mind's like, oh, maybe I'll pick up another game series. Time to find out, though. As mentioned, that is it for today. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I'm sorry the end of this part became kind of rambling. Uh, but I just wanted to put some ideas out there. Just about they're in the ether. That is going to be it for today. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed me struggling just to figure out how Gorea works. And watching technically me doing the boss fight twice. Because that did in fact happen. It took less time the second time, yes. Because I finally actually had a strategy. But yeah, this game is rated high for me. There, small concepts I like. Having more than just the normal free of how Prime did it for extra weapons. Okay. Unlike Prime 2, and the ammo count was acceptable, except for a couple instances in the final boss. Because I'm pretty sure I got every single UE expansion. And if I didn't, it probably wouldn't have helped. But at least he is still weak to Power Beam. it The game understands you will run out of ammo. And that is the better part. That at least rates it higher for me than Prime 2, just in terms of weapon management. And also, everything used the same ammo. Only weapon I wouldn't change is shot coil. Well, shot coil, Judiciator, I think just needed a small speed upgrade, but wasn't horrible. I would have preferred Honestly, I would have preferred that one to still have been the shotgun blast. That was the old ice beam from Prime 1 with the magma attack being swapped with the judiciator for the plasma. That might have fixed some of my issues with the attack speed. Imperialist, you're sniping in a game that actually asks for combat. The game asks you to use a sniping weapon in close quarters combat. Enough said. It is essentially the Imperialist was the grapple beam of this game. Volt Driver felt like they were trying to try and use the power beam with a slightly less high rate of fire. Though it did remind me a lot of the wave beam. Now that I think about it, I still wouldn't use it that much. Battle Hammer removed the goddamn orc. That was the other thing about the magma attack. The magma skill. Why? Why did you have them have arcs? That was dumb. Oh, and fix the collision detection on those shoulders, please. I'm pretty sure I hit those things a good number of times. Honestly, when I think about it, a lot of my things could be labeled as nitpicks, but they do draw way too much away from the game, and it's structurally not that good. So, in a lot of instances, it's not good, even on controller. I feel partly why I wanted it to be remade rather than remastered. Make it a little more friendly. I mean, that's not the point, but Some of those challenges I wouldn't do with some of those platforms and whatnot. I would not do with controller. And the later tower bosses can the last three tower bosses can go eat something. The eye bosses I wouldn't have as much trouble with if I could at least just let the game follow it. Prime 1, Prime 2, Lock On would have made that some of those fights a lot easier. Same with the rifle fights, hunter rifle fights. And for the love of God, take away the fact that they can steal the plot MacGuffin. I know that was part of the point. No, just no. Anyways, now that I'm done ranting, that is it for today. Thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I shall see you all next time. Bye.